We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Rae Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Go for it, kid.
live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 123. 123. With your boys, Mikey Q, the Lakeside Professor, and first,
King V, aka Jungle Boy George.
we're also joined by
Your boy's in the building, DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. IWSD. I write shit down. Let's get it in.
Yes, you do, and you have some stuff written down from this past Sunday, and we'll get all in to Revolution, of course.
I see
we'll
what you
the,
did there.
Did you? All right. Well,
all in.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. All right. But anyway, as always,
good job, pal.
Thank you. As always, thank you to everybody that is watching us right now, that is listening to us, that's watched the replay, that's pressed like, that's pressed share, that's pressed retweet, that's what anything that you've done to support us, comments, all that. We appreciate it. So thank you. I don't feel like we say that enough. So thank you. Before we get into Revolution and all of the happenings in wrestling, because this was a pretty big week, actually. So tomorrow night, New York City, New York area. If you are in the New York area, We Are Wrestling presents We Are the Bronx, I believe. I think that's the name of the show. I'm pretty sure. But if you are in the New York area, make sure that you come through and support the independents. These men and women and those that are non-binary go out there and they kill it every time they're out there. So make sure that you guys are at the show. You might see me. Okay, so if you're at the show, you might see me. Most likely you will. And yeah, so for We Are Wrestling, it goes down tomorrow. It's actually called There Can Only Be One. I'm sorry, guys. There Can Only Be One. That is the name of the show. And it's going down in the Bronx. That's where I got the Bronx for. The Bronx from, sorry. I am from Brooklyn, right? So anytime I have to venture to the Bronx, it's always an adventure for me. But nonetheless, I will be doing my best to stop by. Go for the Pin is actually not a sponsor for this show, but Battle Club Pro is. So of course, got to support my friends over there. A couple of friends are wrestling. Friends of the show are wrestling tomorrow. Shout out to Gigi for the win. They are a sponsor. The Yerp Sports Show. Shout out to the Dirty Hills, which we got to get that going. We've been trying to get the Dirty Hills collaboration going for a while. Stay tuned. Ringside Club, and everybody else that is sponsoring the show that I might be forgetting right now. Queen's Takeover podcast. But Yaya will be wrestling, the franchise champion here. He will be wrestling against Isaiah Wolf of Prolific. Couple of matches that I am looking forward to here as I try to run through this as quickly as possible. Friend of the show, Anthony Gamble, will be taking on the Allfather, Darius Carter, tomorrow night in the Bronx. So you want to see that. Rob Killjoy will be taking on Matt Awesome. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible, but people have been announced after and all that. So AW Sky Blue will be in the building tomorrow night. So if you guys want to see Sky Blue wrestle tomorrow night, she is wrestling tomorrow night. In the Bronx. It's a jam-packed show. So this goes down at St. Helena's Catholic School. That's in the Bronx. They will be streaming on Title Match Network. So make sure that if you can't make it to the show, make sure that you watch it on Title Match Network. Title Match has a lot of Battle Club Pro shows as well. They have all of them pretty much, and a lot of independent shows across the world. So if you guys can't physically get to these shows, there's so many ways to watch these shows as it happens, or pretty quickly after it airs, or after it's been recorded, I should say. So make sure you guys get that. Front row is already sold out. General admission is going. There'll be limited tickets at the door. So make sure that you get there. Also on this show, like I said, as I mentioned, Sky Blue, Trisha Dora is also on the show. Janai Kai, the Kick Demon, will be on the show. Just going through this quickly. Chris Barton of Fight or Die will be on the show. His tag team partner, Dominic Demento, is Dominic. I think he's just going by now. Is also on the show. So it's a jam-packed show. You guys want to get tickets to this show? It's available on Eventbrite. Just type in "We Are Wrestling" and you guys can get tickets to the show tomorrow night. Again, Go for the Pin is not sponsoring, but that should not stop you guys from going out to support independent wrestling. So that's my plug. Also, speaking of Battle Club and independent wrestling, April 12th from Brooklyn, New York, Women Crush Wednesday. Women Crush Wednesday 3 is going down. You want to get your tickets right now. That's brownpapertickets.com. We have Renee Michelle wrestling Cosmic. That's going to be interesting. The main event, we have Masha Slamovich versus Sami Sakai. So you guys want to get those tickets to that show. Also on April 21st at the same venue, we have what is the name of the show? It's a Battle Club show, guys. But this I have to you know how many shows I have to remember. So April 21st, we have please hold the live here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now we're from our sponsor.
Right. Right. I should have pressed the button.
Please hold.
Yeah, just keep that going. They'll never know.
You never know. How will they know?
And now the sounds of DJ Knuckles.
You trying to have a radio voice or something? Like you should be selling cruise tickets on 94.5 The Wave or something.
I definitely want to do. I definitely want to do radio one of these days. That's another. That's a whole nother thing. But
you ready for the smooth jazz portion of the show? Oh yeah.
Okay, this should not be this difficult. I'm gonna talk to my people over there at Battle Club because I'm on their Instagram. We are live. I'm on their Instagram. I want to give the right name of the show. And I can't find it. I am not sure what's happening here. But just know that April 21st, there is another Battle Club show. It's being headlined by Steve Pena. So you want to get your tickets for that as well. So a lot of happenings in the New York area. And if you're not in the New York area and you would like to watch these shows, and you should, make sure that you go to Title Match Wrestling and you'll find everything. I think I finished all of the plugs. If I do find the name of the April 21st show, I will say it on here. But as of right now, I can't find it. So maybe there is a reason for that. Maybe there's something going on there. And if there is, I don't know about it. All right. Let's because no, they're usually amazing with this. Like you just go to the page and it's right there. So I don't even see it anymore, which is there not gonna be that second show? Okay. All right. Stay tuned. Anyway, AEW Revolution went down this past Sunday. All right. First off, I think we're gonna have different opinions on the show just based on what I briefly saw in group chats.
Mm.
You know, but that's fine.
Mm.
That's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get right to it. So the show opened up with that's not it. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho versus Absolute Ricky Starks with the JAS banned from ringside. I don't want to get flagged. Good way to open the show. I thought this was a good match between Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho. Say what you want about Chris, but Chris can definitely still go. Good action in this match. Sammy Guevara tried to get involved, but he was cut off by Action Andretti. And Ricky Starks got the win. As I go to the comments, Ray's in the building. Always good to see Ray. What's going on, Ray?
Raymond.
Ray.
Actually,
it's not Raymond, but
Raymond.
Not it. Not correct.
Not even close, actually. But yeah. Anyway, what did you guys think of this match? I'm not doing this with y'all. What y'all think about this match?
Okay.
Revolution. Yes, gotta be.
The right person won. It was a good match. The right person won. Thank God. I hope this is finished. I hope this is over. We can move on and forward.
It is. It is. I think we could tell.
I agree. Yeah. Definitely not. Ray. No, I'm not even gonna say it. Ray, how you doing? All right. Yeah. In a nutshell, V said it all. Yeah. I hope this is the conclusion to this story, and I think it is, seeing that what we saw Wednesday night. But we'll get there.
We'll get there right after the pay-per-view.
Right. And
actually, no. Let's just cover it now. Actually, yeah, because I don't.
Okay. Well, since we're gonna cover it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starks gets the win at the pay-per-view and cuts a promo on Wednesday night, and Juice Robinson makes an appearance.
Bullet Club.
Yeah. Bullet Club emblem on the screen, distraction object, and Juice comes from behind. So I like. Sorry, that was bad. But if you didn't catch it, that's fine. Watch on the replay.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juice Robinson versus Ricky Starks is going to be a banger. I like where that is going already, and I can't wait to see their first match. But I'm happy. Ricky Starks won. Right person won.
Okay. So how do we do in this prediction?
Predictions 5-way sweep. Everyone has picked Ricky Starks.
Okay. Let's keep it going here. Jungle Boy Jack Perry defeats Christian Cage in the final burial match.
Oh boy.
You guys can start it off.
It was the way the casket fell. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
I said, what in Vince Russo's going on here? But yeah, go ahead.
The first thing I thought about, whoever created Barry B. Loose on Twitter.
Ray said he
did
great.
I just
we'll see.
I just don't have it. I tried to care, but I really truly didn't.
Matter of fact, I cared. I thought it was good, and I thought it was a good blow off match for Jack Perry. I mean, Jack Perry's been on a run here, you know. Especially at pay-per-views. He beat Luchasaurus at the last pay-per-view in a cage match. That was a great cage match. And now he has a great match with Christian. It was a really good match. A really good match. I mean, I didn't know what to expect going in, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I had no problem with it. Knuckles.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it either. The casket drop. That was the epitome of the coffin drop.
Oh man!
But
pull the lever, crank.
The only question I have now is where does this put Luchasaurus?
Where is Luchasaurus?
Yeah, Luchasaurus didn't
I
show
heard
up
he's
for
in
the
like
match.
some type of legal battle with the person that makes his mask, and that might be a reason why he hasn't been on TV. I just heard that like this past week. Actually, I didn't know that.
Huh? Or even so, where does this put him? Because he was basically the common denominator between Christian Cage and Jack Perry. So now that we have basically put the lid on this story, where do we go with him? I mean, is he gonna just be on his own without Christian Cage? Because I mean, I don't know. Kind of leaves something to think about. You know,
Yeah,
he's not a bad character. It's just, where do we put him after this?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have the same question for like Christian also. Like, what happens with Christian? Where does Christian go? Does he manage somebody else? Does he, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess TBD as my good,
absolutely TBD,
as my good brother and friend would say, TBD. It's sitting right next to me here, but yeah. So,
oh me, hey,
yeah, you pal.
Oh yeah.
So much you pal.
Yeah,
I have to go now.
What? Knuckles?
I'm here.
Knuckles. Oh.
Hi.
We thought you. I thought you. I thought you got lost, buddy.
No, I didn't get lost. Well, I got lost in the sauce because V didn't recognize that is exactly who we were talking about.
Let's. Oh, how do we doing that?
Everyone is 2-0 at this point. Jack Perry's across the board.
Okay. So Ray says I think we should get rid of. Oh, I think they should. And we can't get rid of anything with AEW, but I think they should get rid of the Jungle Boy character and give him a new gimmick. How do you guys feel about that? I feel like people identify with him, identify him as Jungle Boy, but
right. And if you gave him a new character and a new gimmick, you would most likely have to turn him heel, which I don't think is going to be a good look.
Do you necessarily have to turn him heel though?
Yes,
the more serious.
No.
I mean, he could be more serious. He could be more serious character, but I don't think he could be more serious as a face. He's Jungle Boy. He's Jack Perry. He's Luke Perry's son. He's It's not that I don't take him seriously because he's an extremely good talent.
Right.
But I know him as Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And if you try to change him and keep him face, it's going to be very difficult for me to take Jungle Boy out of my mind.
Yeah, even
now,
though,
if he was,
go.
Yeah, now if he was to turn heel and completely relinquish the Jungle Boy, he would have to completely relinquish Jungle Boy, and he would have to be a heel. He can't be a face and not be Jungle Boy, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Just timing something real quick, but yes, I hear you. In preparation of a match that we're talking about later on, because I have some questions. I feel like there's going to be some controversy later on this prediction show.
Boy.
But I'm timing it myself right now, actually. But we'll get there. Yeah, that's what I was doing in the background there.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah, I'm timing it right now, pal. All right.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah, I'm watching. Anyway, all right, because remember it's from when we see it. But okay. Anyway, let's go. Bonji says you right, Knuckles. Or you right, Nux. Nux is what he's. Wow, you guys have little
Nux.
like pet names now, huh? Okay.
Nux.
All right. Let's keep
Not
going.
not pet names, sir.
Let's keep going.
Nicknames, yes. Pet names, no. What are you
So
doing?
we have the House of Black. We got the House
Dead
of
ass
Black.
wrong.
We got
Dead
the-
ass.
I can't even talk. We got the House of Black versus the Elite for the 6-man trios tag team championship there. Okay. I like short shit too much right there. Yeah, I got you. I'm just playing. But yeah, so we knew this would be a good match. I was a little surprised by the finish here, but then after it made sense. I'm not even gonna lie. It actually made sense. The finish actually made sense. House of Black get the win here. Now I guess we can kind of figure where they're going with Kenny Omega and all of that after we're done with the trios. But Ray says, and what did I say last week? We'll pull up the video. But yeah. So anyway, guys, go ahead. How'd y'all feel about the House of Black winning? As I continue to time what I'm watching here. But yeah, how'd y'all feel about the House of Black winning?
I mean, I'm glad.
Chat, dude. What are you doing? Golly, go ahead, V.
I'm ready. But I'm glad they won. I'm surprised they had them drop the titles this soon, but I'm glad they did. It's the right team. I wonder what is next for House of Black. I don't know who would challenge them next.
Okay, Knuckles.
Yeah, like you said, Mike. I was surprised at the outcome, but actually having a chance to sit down and think about it, it did make sense.
Yeah.
I think House of Black should have a very lengthy run with the Trios Championship. I would say maybe at least what's the next pay-per-view? Double or Nothing?
Yeah.
There's Revolution, Double or Nothing. What's the third one?
All Out. I mean, All In.
All
Was it
In.
All Out? It is All Out actually.
It's All Out, and then what?
And then the November one.
God, why can't I think about these pay-per-views right now? I think they should hold it through Double or Nothing. Maybe All Out. I don't see a team beating them right now. Not have the win be legitimate. I don't see. House of Black has been around for a while.
Full Gear is
really haven't.
What the name of the
Full
pay-per-view.
Gear. There you go.
Yes, Ray just told
House
us
of
in
Black
the
is.
comments.
Yeah, House of Black has been around for a long time, and they've been well overdue to win the Trio Championships. And now that they have, I think they should have a lengthy run with it. So I'm not upset. I'm not upset at the outcome. I think it's the right choice.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So how do we do on this now? As everybody's saying it in the comments, but we gotta wait for Knuckles. He writes this down, so we wait for Knuckles to tell us how we did.
I write it down. See, I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah,
Right.
Because you write shit down. I know.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I'm upset about is that Ray was right, and I actually chuckled at his decision last week.
I know we all did.
We all did. And
we laughed uncontrollably at my good friend
right.
Ray. And
Right.
and we were all going, look at us.
And he was the only one to get that right. But wait a little longer, ladies and gentlemen, because we do get a chance to laugh again at Ray's pick.
All right, let's keep going here. Jamie Hayter defeated Saraya and Ruby Soho to retain her AEW Women's Championship. But I mean, the match was what it was. It was good, but yeah, it was what it was. The story of this match was the post match, of course, with Ruby turning. Now, of course, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could have saw this coming a mile away in a dark tunnel. But you know, it still happened. Ray says, "Yeah, I know Saraya lost." I mean, come on now, Ray. Come on. Like,
be fucking for real.
Anyway, guys, we can't laugh too much. He was right about House of Black, so, but that made more sense.
Yeah,
than
but
winning the title,
right?
But
exactly. Saraya's got a better chance of getting into WWE's Hall of Fame than winning that match on Sunday.
I think Saraya will go into the Hall of Fame eventually.
Anytime soon.
Well,
don't stick your neck out too far.
Oh, wow. I'm not doing this.
Lights out already. Lights out already. I'm done. I'm done. Once my mother.
Oh, man. Who did Ruby turn on? I didn't hear about that. So
turned on Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, Ruby turned on Jamie Hayter and on Britt. Like so it was a swerve, pal. After the match was over, the heels were beating up the baby faces. Ruby threw Saraya out of the ring and got her off of the baby faces, but it was all a swerve. Britt raised her hand. No, Jamie raised her hand, and then the no future kick out of nowhere, which looked really good.
Man, what a
and
kick.
Then he took out Britt with the Destination Unknown. They did the spray can gimmick. And that was that. Ruby is officially a heel, and she cut a heel promo this past week on AEW, basically saying a lot of truth, right? She said at Grand Slam, at my first title defense, right, in Queens, you guys cheered when Britt Baker beat me. Then Chris Statlander comes along, your homegrown hero. You guys booed me out of the building. You know, like, so she had a lot of truth. I mean, and it does make sense. Like, I mean, look, Ruby, yes, she's been with AEW for over a year now. Like a year and a half now, actually. It's been a while. But a lot of people still associate Ruby Soho with the WWE. It is what it is. That's how people, you know, found out about her. A lot of people, you know, that don't watch independent wrestling. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'm not mad at Ruby turning heel. I mean, like I said, we all could see it, but it finally happened. V, how did you feel about the match and then the turn and then the promo? Ruby beat Sky Blue clean, and Willow made the save. I just want to finish time. I record. Willow made the save. Both Sky and Willow got beat up in the end. And that was it. No Britt Baker making a save. No Jamie Hayter. I was a little surprised they didn't come out for the save there. But yeah. V.
Yeah, the match was it was okay.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing to run home about. Post match. Yeah, kind of saw that coming from a mile away. Didn't know how we were gonna get there, but we got there.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby's good at what she does, so I have no problem with her.
Yeah. Knuckles.
Yeah, I agree. Songwriter always said, I don't care how you get here, but get here if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And we did get there.
We did.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Ruby does as a heel. Ruby had a very, very she had a good run as a heel in WWE. I like the character that she was in Riot Squad. So I think she'll be able to seamlessly parlay that into AEW. And I do like the fact that they had Ruby cut that promo and actually include fat and not give me no BS reason for turning heel. The promo made sense.
No, we don't. Sorry.
It get huh?
No, Ray said it. Now we need the AEW Women's Tag Team belts. Oh, God, he got me to say belts again.
Golly.
Yeah.
Man, Mike, you get weak, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
You're losing the sauce. But no, it's. I like the fact that it was legitimate, and I think she's gonna do well with this heel persona that she's putting on right now.
Okay. I think we all know how we did. Everybody got it right except Ray. Oh, I'm sorry, I stole your gimmick there. That was your job. My bad.
Oh no, we all knew that.
And no to the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. Figure out how to book the women that you have now for the singles title that you have now, and then maybe we can start talking about the two singles. Because how much is Jade on TV? But anyway, yeah, the two singles women's championship you have now. Worry about how to book those first, and then we can worry about the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. Okay. Let's keep going here. All right. Okay, one of the matches at night. I mean, I definitely, you talk about intensity, you talk about violence, you talk about gore, and I don't mean Rhino. You just talk about like your standard like hardcore match, everything that you would think this match was gonna be. It was the Texas death match between Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley. Wow. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this match. I mean, it was everything I needed, everything I expected between these two. And the visual with a bloody Jon Moxley, which we'll get there who won that. No, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it. These people didn't hear it. None of y'all heard anything. All right, channeling Triple H. I'm
about to say, come on, Trip.
Yeah.
Come on, Trips.
Yo, man. But yeah, man.
Cut the promo, Trip.
I love that promo. The one it was in Pittsburgh, I believe, right? When Jericho won the title on that fast count from Paul. Not Paul. I'm about to say Paul Heyman. Whoa. Earl Hebner. Where did I get Paul Heyman from? He must be on my mind.
Good Lord.
I think Paul did referee before. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, yeah.
He ref RVD versus John Cena.
Yeah, that did happen. That definitely happened. I don't know how we got talking about that, but anyway, you didn't see it. These people didn't see it. Okay, nobody saw a damn thing. All right. So anyway, Wardlow. I'm sorry. I was still in the Moxley match, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
I was gonna skip right over you guys. Sorry. He got me all flustered with this belt talk. I didn't know what was going on.
Jeez.
I don't know what a belt. I have a belt on. It's holding up my pants, but Go ahead.
All right. And we thank you for that. V, go ahead.
Oh, hi. It's me.
Hey, V.
Okay, so I'm gonna be that guy, right? I didn't care for the match because I'm not into the whole deathmatch situation.
Okay.
So it's not for me, and I knew he was gonna bleed anyway. It was like, okay, blood, okay. Moxley bleeds. He bleeds every time on TV. Like, do you have any blood left? Can you donate? Like, can you keep up? Like,
can you keep up?
Like, I honestly just
Destiny's Child reference.
It was like this match and another match. I just didn't care for. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay. All right. I don't share the same. I like a good death match, so I don't share the same. I think it would mean more. I will agree with you on this, and everybody gets so mad at us about this. Like, this is such a hot topic nowadays. But I feel like it would. I feel like it would be more effective if we did not see blood every single week on television. Like that's what this, especially in a Moxley match. It's like, all right, well, I get it. He probably has just scar tissue up there now at this point. Like, like Ric Flair kind of did after a while, where he could just like punch himself a little bit and he starts bleeding. And that actually happened on a few occasions. Where Flair was like would hit himself in the forehead and you'd see him start to bleed. It's like, bruh. RP to the late great Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes, baby. You know what I'm saying? His whole
That's
forehead.
the road, baby.
Yeah, his whole forehead.
in
Scar
public,
tissue.
in public,
Like-
if you will.
You know, and we love Dusty, but yeah, it's just I think that I think that it would have been a little bit, just a tad bit more effective if we didn't see it every week. Nonetheless, I thought this was phenomenal. Like no AJ Styles, I thought this was just great. I thought it was everything you would want out of a mainstream death match. All right, guys, we're not gonna get Moxley even like paid homage to Abdullah the Butcher with pulling out a fork and just like legit on a shoot, opening up Page like with a fork. Like it was really like violent stuff, really violent stuff. I mean, as violent as you're probably gonna get, and Knuckles is probably so disgusted by what just happened. He had to leave the building. But yeah, it was so violent. That yeah, it probably made a couple of people uncomfortable, you know. And if it's not your thing, then I can totally understand where you're coming from, V. Like, it's not for everybody, you know. It's not for everybody. We're gonna get Knuckles back in. He was so disgusted. We told the people you were so disgusted by it, you had to leave the building. Like you couldn't believe what was happening before your eyes.
Somebody called me and I declined the call and it shut everything down.
Yeah.
All right.
D&D, pal. But yeah,
right.
But yeah, I thought this was good. Go ahead, Knuckles. We got V's thoughts on it, but
I'm kind of leaning toward V somewhat, and then I'm also leaning towards you, Mike.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it, but I am getting a little bit tired and weary of the death matches.
Okay.
When was the last time we saw a cage match in AEW?
Probably Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Yeah, the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And that was what 3 months ago.
Which I'm perfectly fine with. Do not
5
overdo
months
the
ago.
cage matches, because that's WWE does too. See, that's the thing, they do too many of them. So let's not overdo the cage match.
Right.
It looks like we're gonna get blood and guts soon too, but we'll get there.
Right, here we go.
Actually, no, we would have got there already. I'm sorry, Knuckles. Hold on. I think we're getting hold your thought, because I don't want you to lose it, but I don't want to lose this. I think we are going to get blood and guts with the outsiders versus the homegrown stars with the women's division. I think that is going to happen. I definitely think that's going to happen. Blood and guts will be upon us sooner rather than later. I think once we get, I'm assuming Jade's going to be a part of this somehow. I would hope. As you know, one of the homegrown talent, she's like one of the biggest homegrown talents there, so I would think she gets involved somehow here. Maybe Chris Statlander also. So we'll see what happens with that. But sorry, Knuckles, I just didn't want to forget that, because I know we already got past the AEW women's match, so they only had one on the show, so one on a 4-hour pay-per-view. But 4.5 hours. But I digress. But yeah. During International Women's Month. But yeah. Go ahead, Knuckles. Sorry.
There you go. The only thing I don't like about this whole situation is it seems like we're not done with it yet.
No, yeah, as of this past week.
Right. I would think after this pay-per-view match we would be done and through with Moxley versus Page, but as was registered and seen on Dynamite, obviously we're not. That's my only downfall about it. I like some of the spots in the match as far as Revolution is concerned. I like some of the spots. I like the off the top into the barbed wire table or barbed wire.
Yep.
That was pretty dope. I like the I'm sorry if I'm clearing my throat. The fork to the forehead gave me Nick Gage vibes. It was okay. This is the part where I'm with V. I'm really not a deathmatch guy either.
Yeah.
And so, it kind of is what it is. You know what's expected. You know what you're gonna get. I'm just waiting for the day where the world comes to an end and Moxley doesn't bleed during the match.
Oh, it was this past
Right.
week. He didn't bleed this week on Dynamite. And he shouldn't have. It was a freaking match against Dark Order. Like we
Right.
should not be bleeding in a match against Dark Order. V, you want to read the comment or Knuckles, whoever?
V, you can go ahead. I still can't see who that is.
I can't see.
I think that's
Oh,
what
he was
said.
on.
Yes,
He was on last week. I remember.
like Sway in the morning. Remember that's how he
yeah, Sway. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said.
Did y'all talk about House of Black yet? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah. We did.
And it looks like we're gonna get a trios match next week in Canada, I believe. A three-way between the Elite, JAS, and House of Black. Which I fully think that House of Black is gonna retain the titles, but yes, we're gonna get that. I still was shocked at the finish, but I think it's because the Elite are probably playing up on these rumors also that Kenny might be leaving and all this other stuff, which I don't think is happening, but yeah, I think they're playing up on all of that. But I do think that Kenny will be facing MJF sooner rather than later as well. I think we're gonna go there, but all right. Yeah. So no, but I hear you guys about the deathmatch thing. I'm not, like I said, I don't go out, like I'm not gonna go and like watch a whole card of death matches but every now and then it is kind of cool seeing it on like mainstream television. It is pretty cool. Because think about it, right? Like I'm a fan of like the early like Hell in a Cell matches with Foley and like even the one like Foley and Triple H that they had, even the Chris Jericho Triple H one that's forgotten, but it's like one of those forgotten cell matches, but that one was probably one of the best ones I saw. Referee Tim White got busted open in there. Actually, his career got cut short because of that match. Like, so yeah, I mean, because I'm a fan of that stuff. I like the early Elimination Chamber matches. Of course, these aren't death matches, right? They're not death matches. They're, gimmick matches that, yeah, you might get some blood in it. The earlier ones, obviously not now. But, yeah, as far as like death matches, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but when they're done every now and then, I like them. And I like the ones that AEW has done recently. Before this, we had Nick Gage versus Chris Jericho, which was freaking sick. Like, that was crazy. I remember a match Kenny and Moxley had, not the
exploding
where's the
barbed
kaboom?
wire.
Yeah, not that one. Not that one. The one that they had at the
Where's the kaboom?
yeah, where's the kaboom? They were supposed to be. Yo, I love
Earth shattering kaboom.
Do we still have? Oh, if you guys missed it. This is what we thought.
Tier
of
36 explosive space modulator.
This is what we thought of that exploding death match that they did.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yo, I love that. So wait, where you at? Hold on. Death match is just a new name for a hardcore match. That's it to be. Yeah, I guess I guess everything evolves, So yeah. Yeah. Let's keep. Oh, how do we do on that match? And then we can keep going.
Okay, this is one of the ones where we had multiple decisions.
Okay. Let's talk about
it. Me, Mike, and Ray got this right. And I will, if we're being technical,
by submission too.
Yeah,
Moxley tapped out, which is crazy, but yeah.
Well, I think he had no other choice. I think he was legitimately choking. So right, yeah, he was like, yeah. He was like, okay, work, shoot. Like the way that thing was wrapped around.
Yeah.
Right. So if we're being technical, and it really doesn't matter because Mike got the time right technically. If we're talking about first contact causing blood, I got it right on the money. It was right at 2 minutes. But we did
see it like, until that 3
like 4 minutes. 4
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah.
17 seconds.
I can't believe I called. I said 4 minutes, like just on a whim. But yeah.
Oh, whatever. But yeah,
champion for a reason, pal. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, but me, Mike, and Ray got that right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh darn.
Wait a minute. Let me put some. Oh. All right. Wardlow defeats Samoa Joe by technical submission with his own move in the next match. I got this wrong, I think, and I was a little surprised, especially what happened after. Okay. Joe losing, cool. Whatever. But it's like Joe lost in order for a babyface to win just to lose it a few days later to Powerhouse Hobbs. I like Powerhouse Hobbs. I do not think he should have won the way that he did. I did not like the finish at all on Dynamite.
Be specific. Why didn't you like the finish?
All right, first of all,
be specific now. Detail.
Okay, first of all, no. Okay, so there's a couple of reasons, right? Why are they continuously trying to make me care about QT Marshall every once every few years? Like every now and then it's just like, oh yeah, QT works here. Look, and I know QT's a great trainer. I'm not trying to discredit his training ability. He's training a lot of the talent behind the scenes and everything like that. However, why is he on my television in the main event of Dynamite helping out Powerhouse Hobbs? Secondly,
because he told Powerhouse Hobbs way back last year, he was like, "Hey man, it's your time, and I got your back."
Who remembers that?
Months ago, and I only remembered it because they mentioned it on commentary. I was like, "Oh, he did do that," and then he was off TV for like 5 months.
Yeah, I thought it made no sense. Or he's probably working Elevation and Dark, which nobody watches. But I like. And shout out to all of the talented people on Elevation and Dark, but come on, guys, you guys know. Sorry. That's gonna give me some heat. Yeah.
Backpedal out of that.
I'm gonna tear a hamstring trying to get up out of that. Guys, at the show, I was just working. But yeah, anyway.
Just kidding, guys.
Come on.
Yeah. It's a joke. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I think hardcore wrestling fans would remember that or really care about that. Bro, I watch AEW every single week. I did not remember that. And I try to remember most stuff that happens. I don't remember everything, but I try to remember most of it. I do not remember that. And okay, that's fine, but you showed nothing up until that point of those two interacting or anything. Maybe they did. Maybe it was on Rampage or a Dark or something. But like I'm talking about, Dynamite is your main show. Dynamite is your main show. If it did not happen on Dynamite, most people are not going to see it. And that's one of AEW that's been one of AEW's problems. Like they expect, and here it goes. It sounds like go for the pins hating on AEW. I'm not, because I actually do like AEW, but I feel like people get mad at WWE because they over-explain everything, right? They show 1 million video packages every week. But the reason for that is because if you missed something on an episode last week, they're trying to catch you up with it. They don't just expect you to remember it or expect you to have seen it every week. I have this conversation actually with my pops a lot because, he gets mad that we saw this already. We watched this. No, you saw it. But somebody that's a casual fan might not have seen this. So they're playing for the people that did not see it, not the ones that watch every week. So my thing is, if AEW wanted me to care about this, they would have shown more interaction with Hobbs and QT during Dynamite.
Right.
I didn't even know QT still worked there. Okay, I'm capping a little bit. But the point is,
you would at least have some dialogue between the two of them at some point in the damn. You would have had some kind of dialogue between the two of them inside of Dynamite, whether it be like a walk past or like a quick
Something.
glance at each other. It's something. We got nothing. That's why. And Mike, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No.
I do have-
No. I was just reading Ray's comment as you were speaking, though. But...
This. Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead. Read that.
yeah. Ray says, no, I agree. I think AEW does things on Dynamite and Rampage to try and get you to watch Dark and Dark Elevation, but don't really draw you in to want to watch it. Bro, I don't want to just sit there and watch wrestling matches with no story. I'm sorry. I know that sounds crazy as a wrestling fan, right? Like, and I know. Listen, I grew up with obviously with the WWE and WCW and everything, like, but more so WWE, right? And I know there was other wrestling out there and this and third. I need some type of story buildup to care about a match, like, because if you're just throwing on wrestling matches, what do they really mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's just two guys going out there, two girls going out there, you know, wrestling. What's the reason for this? Why don't they like each other? Why are they having this match? What's the story? You know, so like Dark, and I've watched Dark. I've watched a lot of Darks. I watch a lot of Elevation, and when some of the independent talent that I'm cool with are on those shows, I will watch because I'm gonna support, you know, my friends no matter what. But it's like they're just matches, and it's like if I can watch Dark and know who's gonna win every match, what is the point of watching the show? Like, you literally could tell, okay, oh, that's an independent worker. Oh, they're not gonna win a match. The guy that signed or the girl that signed, she's gonna win. Like, it's obvious for the most part. Maybe the last match, from what I've seen on Dark and Elevation, usually they'll give you two talents that actually work there, you know, or multiple talents that work there, like in the main event or whatever of the show. They'll give you multiple talents that work there at the end of the show. And maybe one match out of like 10 matches, you can't determine who's going to win. Why am I going to sit there and watch an hour more of wrestling? There's already so much. Bro, you asking me to watch 2 hours of Dynamite every week. I got to watch 2 hours of SmackDown. I got to watch 3 hours of Raw. It's too much wrestling.
Rampage.
Impact has 2 hours, right? Like,
Rampage has an hour.
Rampage, thank you, Knuckles. Rampage has another hour. And don't let them do a special where they're doing 2 hours. Battle of the Belts comes on. Oh, now we have more wrestling. Like, it's so much wrestling. I'm sorry.
NXT is 2 hours.
What is it?
NXT is 2 hours.
NXT, bro, keep going. So we're at
It's
over
a lot
10
of wrestling, dude.
We're at over 10 hours a week.
Let's see.
Of
3 hours of
professional
Raw.
Mhm.
3 hours of Raw. 2 hours of NXT.
Mhm.
2 hours of Dynamite.
Yep. 2 hours of SmackDown.
2 hours of SmackDown. 1 hour Rampage. Yeah. 10 hours.
And that's not even counting Impact, which has 2 hours of wrestling as well. And they have a good show. It's just, it's too much wrestling for me. Like, it's a wrestling overload. And I hear people, oh, do you really love professional wrestling if you can't sit there and watch wrestling all day? Yes, I have a life. Okay. Sorry. I have a life. Okay. I cannot sit there and watch wrestling all day long. So, and like I said, with Dark and Elevation, I'm sure it's talented wrestlers, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna watch the show just for basically their developmental show that have no story behind them, or not a story that they don't even talk about on Dynamite. But then what happens is they'll do this whole story on Elevation, right? They'll do 1 or 2 stories on Elevation, and then they'll try to bring it on Dynamite. Like, we saw this whole thing happening on Dark. Like, I don't know what's happening here.
So,
with no video packages or nothing.
Right. So I think here's a way to rectify that. I understand that Dark and Dark Elevation are, developmental shows.
Yeah.
If you wanted, in situations like this where you had QT and Powerhouse Hobbs, you don't have to necessarily have them be physical on a show to extend a storyline.
Yeah.
Bring in Powerhouse Hobbs for an interview on Dark.
Right.
And then on Dark Elevation, bring in Wardlow. That way you have that way they're on your screen and they're not on a main show. Yet you can actually have developmental talent
Mhm.
wrestling, actually wrestling. So you have your developmental talent wrestling, and then you have your storylines just doing like interviews, video montages, or whatever. You know, it's a certain way you can flip this thing. The reason why I didn't like, and going back to Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs, the reason why I didn't like the ending of that match
Does
is
it look
because
gimmicked?
not even the fact that it looked gimmicked.
Oh.
It devalued Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah,
because he didn't need it. He didn't need it.
He didn't need the
was
help.
he was
If
close
he
to
would've
his
just beat
home.
Wardlow,
Right,
then I wouldn't
exactly.
have had a
He
problem
didn't
with it.
need the
didn't
help
need
at
it.
all.
Yeah, V.
Right, I like yeah.
Oh, stricken cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I thought you were trying
Yeah.
to say it's a stretch. But yeah, all right, I'm listening.
QT came in with the chair,
Yeah,
and like I didn't give two shits anymore.
yeah,
It was just like whatever, dude. It's
bro.
like
they put the
why are
title
you
on
here?
Hobbs. They put the title on Hobbs, and I'm just standing here like, okay, that was
Which
it.
is
That
which
was
is deserved. That's
No,
the thing.
yeah.
That's the thing. Powerhouse Hobbs deserves to have that championship. He's
But
put
that-
in the work. It's time to reward him.
Yeah,
But you don't reward him by lessening his victory by having someone who hasn't been on TV since 2019 helping him win the match.
yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
If you'd
It
have
just-
had Powerhouse Hobbs win straight up, I'd have been like, hell yeah.
it felt
QT just
flat to me.
fucked it up for me.
Yeah, it felt really flat. It felt really flat to me. Ray says that's true. Even the NFL has stories and history to draw you into want to watch a game. Yes. Even UFC has a build. UFC got that whole model from WWE, like and from Vince. But yeah, even UFC has built up storylines for their fights. Yes, definitely. That whole model though of the building a storyline and everything like that for a fight, they got to give Vince McMahon credit in for that. But yeah. All right. So
one more thing, Mike.
Yeah,
one
go
more
ahead.
thing, Mike.
Go ahead, Knuckles.
Moving forward,
Yeah.
Powerhouse Hobbs and QT Marshall don't mix
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
They don't mix. They don't have nothing in common. And I know they
Yeah.
say opposites attract, but on TV, this looked weird.
It didn't make sense.
It
to
just
me.
looked weird.
Yeah, it didn't make
Like,
sense.
If Taz would have went and helped Powerhouse Hobbs, that would have made more sense. But to have QT Marshall, fuck out of here.
Yeah. Bonji said, "You sure boxing?" But I feel like boxing was presented a different way though. Like, yeah, you do have a point. You do have a point. Boxing definitely was doing stories and build up as well before Vince. But I feel like the way that the UFC is presented, how they do their shows, it is literally the entrance music, the lighting, all of that stuff. I feel like it's WWE playbook 101. I agree with you. Yes, Muhammad Ali was king of promos before WWE. Yes, I agree. No disagreement there. How are we doing this match? I sucked here, but yeah, how are we doing this match?
Myself and Bonji got it correct.
Congratulations. Very proud of you.
The writing was on the wall, Michael Jackson.
I thought it would be a thriller, but it didn't happen. All right. So next match we have.
It was. I realized that after I said it. That's why I didn't.
The writing's on the walls. Destiny.
It's definitely.
Thank you. All right.
I'm not doing this tonight.
Go now.
I refuse.
I'm gonna go.
Like I
I'm gonna
refuse.
go now.
You sound like the go now. All right. Well, I don't know why I put that back up there. Bonji doesn't get two of the same comments. All right. All right. So we had a 4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Could we have done without it? Sure, but this match was fun. Everybody loves the Acclaimed. The Guns are good heels. Jeff Jarrett obviously is a legend. Jay Lethal was there. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen is fun. One match to describe as fun. Did I miss something,
Yeah.
pal? Oh, okay.
No, I just had a flashback. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, fun. The Guns defeat the Acclaimed and Lethal and Jared and Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. But of course, this was all a setup for the returning FTR. I've gotten on this show. I was the one that said it. The Guns will be transitional champions for the returning FTR. You guys can go back in the archives. Everybody that told me, but their contracts are up. But they're going back to the WWE. They might. they might still go back to WWE. That didn't change my thoughts on what was going to happen here. FTR, major pop from the crowd there. Dax got busted open hard way. That happens. Okay. That I'm fine with. That was hard way. You know what I mean? Like, but let's not get into too inside terms here. But yeah, that was an accident, right? But nonetheless, I'm happy to see FTR back, and I'm looking forward to them beating the Guns. They cut a great babyface promo this past week on Dynamite. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what happens with FTR. What'd you guys think about the four-way scissor? I mean, the four-way tag team match for the AEW Tag Team Championship.
Golly.
Daddy ass. Yeah, I'm sorry.
V, go ahead. I didn't.
Yeah,
talk
go ahead,
too
V.
much.
I truly, besides FTR coming back, I really didn't care.
Oh, they're scissoring in the comments. They started the scissor in the comments. Oh boy.
Everybody, please.
Oh man. Knuckles.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh.
Now something in the subconscious is telling me that FTR might not.
Okay.
I'm just going based upon the promo that they cut Wednesday. Like they all this personal stuff, and then at the end they said, "We got to do it for us. We got to do it for the Briscoes.
Yeah.
We got to do it for all of you." I'm like, wait a minute now. Now hold on a second. That's just a little bit too babyface. Like you're laying the emotional roller coaster on really, really thick. It's just a sliver of a thought, but it's all roads lead to them actually winning. But I just thought they were just laying that heartfelt, sentimental stuff on kind of thick Wednesday, so it made me think. But I'm glad they're back. The Guns and FTR are a perfect pairing for a tag team title run. The only reason I was laughing earlier is because, and I sent it to you guys in the group chat, Orange Cassidy with the whipping and the slow motion charge into the corner. He's like,
That's
he
Orange.
whips Danhausen. Danhausen reverses and he goes,
yeah.
That was like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was so hilarious. In the middle of a tag title match. It was cool, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
Guns retained, and everyone got that right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I think FTR, so that's the thing, right? They're baby faces, right? Baby faces can't lie. Right? That's key to being a babyface. So, and I've said this on the show before, right? If FTR says they're gonna do it for everybody, and they mention the Briscoes, they kind of have to win now. Because if they don't, they look like liars. And they're gonna let everybody down. So it's like they kind of have to win. But we'll see. All right. We're at the main event, guys. And the rest of everything else will run through pretty quickly. My wrestling, but yeah, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, who shares a birthday with our very own King V. I just found that out this past Wednesday. Did not know that. Why am I echoing?
That's me, I think.
Yeah, it's you, pal. All right. Well, we'll
Carry on.
All right. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right. So, 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World Championship. Not gonna go through the whole match here. Obviously, it was an hour. I've seen a lot of Iron Man matches. This might be the best Iron Man match of all time. Yes, I understand people have a certain love for Brett and Sean. I totally understand that. People have a certain love for Brock and Kurt from SmackDown back in the early 2000s. Triple H Rock from, what was it, 99?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, yeah. This Iron Man match, they took everything that was good in those matches and made it their own. No matter how I feel about Max as a person, because I think he's literally the lowest of low.
We will get there.
We're there. No matter how I feel about him as a person, he is a talented wrestler. And that, as much as that pains me to say, this match, it has to be up there for match of the year already.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. See, I think that's one of the problems, right? I think because things are the first, we have a certain, we have a love for them because it was the first. It's okay for something to top it, even though it was the first. You can evolve ideas, right? So, just because something was the first doesn't mean it was the best. If that's your opinion,
that's right,
then cool. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it. I can respectfully disagree. Because the first one was kind of boring up until the last few minutes. Sorry. Not a big, in case you guys haven't realized, I am not a big Iron Man match person. The concept of it, I never was a huge fan of it. I didn't feel like you really had to pay attention to the last 15 minutes. Until this MJF Bryan Danielson match happened. They made you pay attention throughout the whole match. That is not what I heard. I heard the kid was not a plant, and that
I heard it was not a plant either.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they made you care about the whole match, right? And when Bryan got the first victory, right, the first pinfall victory, or whatever, and then MJF low blowed him and got 2 quick falls. That was freaking incredible.
Smart.
With that was, I hate to give him credit, but that was awesome. Not just 1 but 2 balls. So it made 2 and 2. An Iron Man match is so hard to pull off, though. I agree. That's why I'm usually not into the Iron Man matches that go an hour. I just okay, a 30-minute Iron Man, like Bayley and Sasha had a really good one at NXT. Actually, the month after Brooklyn, or maybe it was 2 months after Brooklyn. They had a really good one. But again, generally speaking, I've seen some good 30-minute Iron Man matches, but sitting there for an hour and keeping me engaged for an hour, knowing this match can't end,
right?
But anyway, I didn't feel that with Bryan and MJF. I didn't feel like it was dragging. I didn't feel like I'm bored. I didn't feel like any of that. They started off wrestling. Of course, they started off slow because it is an hour. And then they really kicked it up when they needed to. The tombstone through the broken table.
Right.
Nice spot there.
The elbow through the table.
The elbow through the table from MJF. I mean, I MJF really he went out there, he killed it on Sunday. Like I said, I'm not for the kid spot. And it wasn't a spot. I can't even say spot. Right? It wasn't a spot. That wasn't a planned spot of the match. That was just MJF being the prick that MJF
being
is.
an asshole.
Yeah, like that's MJF. That is literally Maxwell. Like, but other than that, I thought this was as near perfect as they could get for an Iron Man match. It went into sudden death, which I think everybody expected. Using the whatchamacallit, they put the mask over MJF's head. I mean, over
the oxygen mask.
The oxygen tank. The oxygen tank to the head when the ref wasn't looking, like MJF doing everything in his power to retain his title after the sudden death, because Tony kind of came out of nowhere with sudden death, because MJF technically should have won the match once it was a draw.
Won the match.
Like, or retained his title once it was a draw, because a draw, the champion keeps his title. But nonetheless, I'm kind of going.
All about that.
I think you guys realize that I actually liked the match. I really liked the match. I thought it was a great match. I'll let you guys go into. So all of the people that say that we hate AEW or I don't. But go ahead, V.
Oh, where do you want me to start?
Well, give me a second. You can start with the kid in a second. I don't know. That kid was covered up and sitting stiff. That's why I feel personally that kid was a plant. We could confirm
it's been confirmed
not a plan.
That the kid was not a plan.
The kid was not a plan. Like, but
and the kid was back. The kid was backstage after the show meeting the wrestlers. If he's a plant, you don't do that.
Well, I mean, you could, but I still don't think that it was not.
Yeah, you could do that if you want. If you could do that if you wanted to keep on the work, but V, go ahead.
You can start at the kid.
I think
you go to the match since we're already on that.
I think V is gonna say exactly what I think I was gonna
say. Man. Oh God. Not beating those racist allegations. Sorry, Maxwell. Okay.
Maxwell. All right.
So I don't know what it's. I'm trying to. Should I start with Maxwell? Should I start with you, dumbass niggas? You know what? I'm gonna start with you, dumbass niggas. Okay. A lot of you are really excusing this behavior. Talk about, well, if it was my kid, I would be so happy. Like, first of all, what kind of parent would you be? Fucking goofy ass dumb. Oh God.
We love goofy. We love the word goofy.
Okay. A goofy movie. Anyway, the lengths that you guys are reaching, right, to defend what he did is so crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. And to hear that it was tequila.
Yeah.
That was a big ass cup of tequila if it was.
Yeah, what arena has that? I need to go there.
And
that shit is like a 7-Eleven cup.
Yeah.
And another thing that bothered me is that some of you are like blaming the mother. Now, we have to look at the optics here, right? The mother didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
That's one. Two, when it happened, her fight or flight kicked in. So she probably couldn't react the way she wanted to. Three, let's look at the other optics. If she would have attacked him, right, he would have pressed charges. The black woman attacking it. You don't know what security would have done to her or to that child.
Yeah.
So she's kind of in a lose here, and everybody's like, if that was me as a parent, like, I agree. If that was me as a parent, I would have sliced your face right there on national television. If it was Mama King V, he would have got shot. but I just don't understand how one you can go so low by throwing any kind of liquid at a child.
Yeah.
That's unless it's a plant.
Right, unless it was a plant. But
if it's a plant, it's different because they know it's going to happen. The parents are probably already informed.
Yeah,
they
of
were
course.
like, okay, this is what's going to. That's the only exception.
We're going on the basis that this was not a plant.
It's been reported many times that it wasn't.
You could tell by the look on her face when it happened. She was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. And security
Go ahead,
rushed
V,
over to, that area. You could see what was happening in the background. But yeah, go ahead, continue. V.
I'm tired, and I think it's time to tell the truth about MJF.
I've been telling the truth about MJF.
I know, right?
Okay.
I can't. I refuse. And honestly, I really stopped watching the match after that. That really took me out.
Nah, you should probably go back and watch it, man.
I won't be.
It was probably, like I said, it's probably one of the greatest if not the greatest Iron Man match of all time. I probably should watch it. Like I normally wouldn't tell you to go back and watch it. Yeah, you might want to watch that one.
Yeah, just go watch the match. Start at the point after that happened. Don't watch it from the beginning because then you're gonna see it again, and all the feelings are gonna come back up.
Yeah,
watch it based on after that moment. It was a great match. But go ahead, V. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you didn't interrupt me. I was actually finished.
Ray said, "Can I just ask what sources confirm that the kid isn't a plant?" Well, from what I saw, like I said, I saw it from Fightful. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Just looking at the whole situation, I'm 99% sure. Like, because like I said, I'm not gonna say 100%, but I am 99.999% sure that it isn't it wasn't a plant. But yeah, Knuckles, you're up, man.
Really short, because V basically laid it plain. I keep asking this question every time MJF does something on TV, whether it's TV or it's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Where do we blur the lines? Where do we say, okay, enough is enough? This has got to be a situation where the company, at this point, never mind what he said on the mic.
Yeah.
What he said on the mic, okay, you can go to that person and say, hey, I'm thinking about saying this. Is it okay?
Yeah.
It pre-planned. I'm tongue-tied. Pre-planned below the belt comments for a promo. Pre-planned meaning that you've gone to this person. Perfect example when he was with when he had the thing with Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
He went talking. I'm pretty sure, pretty positive that was discussed beforehand. Because some of the stuff he said, you don't say that, and you don't say it especially on national television.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that was already discussed. Now, with this situation and we seeing and confirming that this wasn't a plant, and this was something that MJF just basically went off script and did.
As he tends to do.
But this is a child.
Because there is no script in AEW. But yeah, go ahead.
This is a child. If he'd have thrown a drink on an adult, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a child. It's a child that's sitting semi front row, enjoying the show, doesn't know this is about to happen. Plus, it's not just regular Coke or water; it's alcohol.
Doesn't matter what it was, honestly. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it was, but the fact that it was alcohol, an adult beverage, just intensifies it even more. I would not be surprised if something comes of this from the victimizing party. I wouldn't be surprised, not saying it is, but Tony Khan and management has got to draw the line somewhere. Because if we've had the comments that MJF has said, now we have this. What's next? Is he gonna go off script and pull somebody over the guardrail and start beating them up on a pay-per-view?
Listen, security has already told
just
him.
because
Go ahead.
just because he won, and the thing about it is,
Just in case people did not see what we saw here, who confirmed it. Sean Ross Sapp right here. If you guys look, confirms.
Go ahead and read it.
It seems like the kid MJF threw the drink on wasn't a plant. He was very upset. And he goes on to say that William RBR went and got him an acclaimed foam finger. Some others from AEW talked to the child to help smooth things over. Amanda is sitting with him right now. Okay, and this is from Sean Ross Sapp, who I believe was there. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, so let's just get our video back.
Yeah, it's just it's gotta be. I can only sit here. How can AEW punish Max Caster for what he said, but not punish MJF for insulting two kids? Because we're talking about two different demographics. Max Caster is known for verbal shots.
And he doesn't even do, like, Caster's raps now are not even, like, he's toned it down so much.
Are very tame.
Yeah.
Very tame from what they used to be.
Yeah.
Max is physical now. Where it used to be, he would throw shots on a mic. Now he's actually gotten to a physical altercation. On top of that, Tony Khan sat right next to him, all smiles and immediately.
Of course he is.
That's probably because he was hot. But anyway.
Allegedly, please. Doug, hello. Hi. How are you? Welcome.
Another new name.
Welcome.
Doug Reigns.
Yes.
Welcome.
Nice to see
but
you.
It's got to be, something's got to be done. I appreciate Max trying to, put even more heat on his character.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but there's a line. And I think he's crossed it in this instance, and something's got to be done.
So, okay, Doug asks, could AEW be getting Hobbs ready to go after MJF? I would have said yes if it wasn't for what just happened this past week on Dynamite with this whole QT Marshall, because he hates being called Marshall. This whole QT Marshall situation. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks like Hobbs is going to be TNT champion for a while, which I don't have a problem with. But yeah, no, I don't think Hobbs is going after MJF anytime soon.
And think of the names you would have to jump to put Hobbs in MJF. You jump Kenny Omega. You jump a potential Hangman Adam Page.
What about a returning Adam Cole?
Returning Adam Cole. So that's three names you would jump and put on the back burner for Hobbs. No.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Hobbs, but no.
Yeah, no, of course not. I like Powerhouse Hobbs. So yes, you were talking about the kid. What about the match? So we can wrap up.
The match was amazing.
Yeah.
The match was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
It was very well thought out. I don't think we've ever seen, we might have, but not to my recollection, where intelligence and knowledge of your surroundings came into play. Case in point, what you brought up before with Max with the low blow, which put Daniel Bryan up 2 falls to none. Then he gets 2 quick ones to tie it right back up. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. You sacrifice 1 fall to get 2. That's smart.
Yeah, we've seen it before with
very
disqualifications. We've seen it before. Somebody will get hit, will use a chair and get disqualified in order to get a fall. Max got 2, which was cool, which was different. I hadn't seen that done. Ray says taking it down, fellas. Have a lot of work to do. Talk to you guys later. Ray, it's always a pleasure, man. Ray the Raw on everything. Make sure you guys support Ray on everything. He looks out for us, so make sure you guys are looking out for him. But yeah, the match was amazing. All right.
Right. But V, I want to ask V a question. V, obviously you've already stated how you feel on it. In your opinion, what do you think AEW should do, if anything? I just want to get your opinion. My opinion is something's got to happen. Either he's got to go off camera with some type of apology or something like that, because a foam finger and a conversation with Mandy Hewer, that's not going to do it for me. Not if it was my son. Not a foam finger. No. And then I also read that he was at Dynamite. So they brought him into Dynamite and gave him seats and everything like that. That's still not enough. Not if you throw liquor on my child. So V, what do you think should happen as far as like repercussions, consequences, anything?
V, while you think about that, security also has told MJF stop inciting the audience. Like they literally told him this like 2 years ago almost. Like, because MJF, it was especially in the beginning of AEW, he would encourage people to jump the guardrail. He would say, I dare you. I want you to jump the guardrail. Security told him, listen, stop doing that because we're not going to be able to protect you. So stop doing that. You got to think about it, right? There's way more people in the audience. You're talking about 10,000 people in the audience, you know, give or take on some nights versus 10 security guards,
10,
maybe
12 security guards.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously all of the talent in the back. But
you would incite a riot in that goddamn arena.
So security has told him, chill out, stop inciting these people. Somebody did hop the guardrail on him when he was in the ring with Jericho. Had to swing on the dude. When he was in the ring with Jericho, dude hopped the guardrail. Jericho swung on the dude or whatever, and you know Justin Roberts was able to pull him down and all of that. And then one time, MJF went into the crowd and he went up to like the top level when somebody took a swing at him, and MJF had to swing back, and it was like a little fight going on in the audience in AEW. So this is not the first time MJF had to either fight or has caused things like this. But yes, go ahead.
Shit. What should happen?
Yeah,
there you go. Hi. Okay, so what should happen? I don't know. Because I would want a check. A nice big check. A fat check.
Yeah.
I would also want to get it back in blood.
All right.
But that's just the vindictive person that I am now.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah. I don't know. Definitely a fine. Maybe a suspension.
They're not gonna suspend him, but I hear you.
Sure. Of course not. But I definitely want the mother to get a fair one. Definitely want to get a fair one.
Yeah. Doug says MJF sure can get fans mad. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Because a lot of y'all don't get slapped anymore. Y'all should start.
Yeah. All right. And that was AEW Revolution. Now on this show, we do have our rating system. And for any new viewers, such as Doug, who and anybody else that may be out there, give me 1 second. No, I think Jay Lethal's exactly where he should be. Yeah. He actually think Jay Lethal's being held back. No, not really. I'm like, I'll take this one, B. Yeah.
Okay. Where you from? Where you from, Doug?
Yes, Doug. Where are you from?
Where are you listening from?
Or watching? Yeah. Well, he's watching us on Facebook, so he's watching us. But
got it, pal.
East Tennessee. All right. Well, we are glad that you found us. We appreciate you. Thank you for giving us a chance. But yes, so we do have this rating system. V explains this way better than I do. So for those that are not aware of our rating system, I am going to throw it to the esteemed, the legendary King V.
Legendary. Wow, you gave me a lot.
Yes.
Woo! All right. As for the rating system, let's start from the highest. If you thought that the show was fantastic, flaw-free to you, and completely rewatchable, it is a 3 count. If the show was near perfect, but it was missing that je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Okay.
Yes,
Blame the milligrams. It would be a near fall. If the show was a little, it was 50-50.
Right.
It's a 2 count. It's a brandy almost as a count. Eat that. And if the show was bad, it's a 1 count. But if you completely clock the fuck out, like I'm turning this shit off. Why am I watching this? You tapped out.
Like a Moxley tap out though. All right. Yeah. Yes, that is our rating system. So Bonji already gave his count. He is giving a 2 count. Okay. V, what do you give the show?
Oh shit. 2 count.
Okay. Knuckles.
That's me being nice.
Wow. Okay.
Near fall.
I am going to lean towards near fall. I'm actually that main event was a 3 count. And I felt the Texas Death Match was a 3 count as well. I thought this was a really good show. That's why I'm a little I knew me and V would disagree on this a little bit, and that's fine. I thought this was a really good effort from AEW, especially after the fact that we kind of talked about there was no heat going into this. Like, nobody was really talking about this show at all. But I think they wound up having a really good show.
We sat there and went in a whole spiel last week about that, like the disinterest in this pay-per-view. We sat there and talked about it, and then they came through and
I thought they killed it with this one. Knuckles gave it a higher rating than me. Now it's a 3 count then. Doug said
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say
go ahead.
I thought the pay-per-view was awesome. So is that a 3 count? Doug might gave it a 3 count. Put that 3 in the comment if you thought it was an awesome show. V, you might be like in the minority here. But Bonji said
Aren't I always?
But yes, what you was gonna say? Yes, Doug gave it a 3. All right, there you go.
All right, there it is.
1, 2, 3, ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? So
that was one of those Earl Hebner late in the match 3 count.
Yo.
Right, with the Gumby arm.
I thought it was a jobber slam 3 count. Oh man. Yeah. But no.
I would have said 3 count.
Mm-hmm.
The Jamie Hayter match and the Wardlow match.
I thought it was more of the Wardlow match and the tag team match. I didn't think the women's match was bad at all. I just didn't, and especially with the turn at the end.
Yeah, the tag team match did it for me because of
Orange and
Orange Cassidy.
No, it was fun.
Orange Cassidy.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun and it was wrestling. It gave me both. It gave me sports and entertainment.
Oh, so you sports entertained?
I was entertained.
Entertained. Okay.
Entertained. Hey, we hadn't done that in a while. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. A couple of things we got to cover. I'm not even going to go through the whole shows, but a couple of things we got to cover. Roman Reigns gave Jimmy an interest. Yes. Go ahead, Knuckles.
Hold on, brother.
Okay.
Wait just a second.
Oh, I almost
I've
forgot.
got this piece of paper right here.
All right, yeah. Who
What
is
are-
the new
what are you
predictions
doing?
champion? Because it seems like there's a new champ. So who is the new champ?
What are you doing, sir?
I was trying to get us through the show. That's what I was doing. But yeah.
I bet you were trying to get you through the show. Yeah, yeah. Let me do you like Elias. Let me do you like Elias. Silence your cell phone. Shut your mouth. So
do you know what this means?
So
go ahead.
Hold on a minute. You know what this means?
Oh no. I was just playing. Don't do it.
Yeah, you see what's under my name right there? Where is it? Right there. Yeah, right there. You see what's up?
Write wrong things down and nah. Yeah.
First of all, ain't that many letters down there. That's number one. So what I actually did, and this is going to precede what I'm going to say afterwards.
Yeah.
I have a sheet of paper right here with other predictions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. As far as AEW Revolution podcast wide, King V came in at 5-3.
Okay.
Missing the Elite, John Moxley, and Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
There is a 3-way tie for second between Ray, Von G, and Mike at 6-2. Meaning, after all of the struggles and moments of wanting to quit, and saying I've never wanted to do prediction shows ever again. The winner of this prediction show and you
this is bullshit.
Go for the pin predictions champion. Yours truly, DJ Knuckles, IWSD.
Wrap it up, pal.
That's me. Hey, this ain't the Chappelle show. Ain't no wrap it up box out here.
I'm gonna go home.
I'm gonna go home now. You sat there. You said King V had to cut you out the show one time because of your victory speech. Shut up.
Go home.
Yeah.
Go home.
Cut his mic. King. I'm going home. So seeing that I'm the new champion, I'm gonna say this. On this piece of paper here, and I don't know if you can see it.
Okay. Yeah.
I tuned into the Jobber Tears podcast prediction show.
Okay.
And I wrote their predictions down.
And
they didn't do bad at all. All three of them went 6-2, which is not bad. If they were in ours, it'd have been tied for second. So, seeing that the next pay-per-view that we will be predicting is the biggest show of the year, it is WrestleMania, the biggest show WWE puts on every year.
Doug's back.
I am. Hey, Doug. Oh, and Doug, by the way, be a regular viewer because we do these prediction shows every time pay-per-views come up. We would like to have your input when we do these prediction shows, put you on the list, and you too could be one day, if you strive to be great, a Go for the Pin prediction champion.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
I would like to extend the invitation to the Jobber Tears podcast, Pretty Heels, Powerbomb Jutsu, to come on our predictions. What is that? 3 weeks?
Something like that.
Something like that. In 3 weeks, and give us your predictions. And just let's make this a collaborative episode. It's the biggest prediction show of the year. Let's try to.
Oh, V left. Yeah, he's out of here.
He left?
No, my bad. Here.
Fuck out of here, cause I'm out of here.
Because I think we did do it. We did it once, but we did it last year with Powerbomb Jutsu, correct?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's
Jutsu,
try to do. That's what I said. I don't get it wrong like you.
Oh,
hey.
I thought you had an eye. Yeah, I'm listening.
No, you're not gonna get V on me. I pronounce it correctly. You're not about to do that. But
All right,
yeah,
pal.
I would like that if that's something we can do. And this is not me.
And,
This is not being like, yeah, this is not being like a cocky whatever. I'm serious. I want to
Yeah.
try to get some other podcasts on with us, and let's just make the WrestleMania prediction show. Let's make some fun out of it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Doug, you're welcome to join us as well. Bonji, you already know what it is. Ray, y'all
Right.
know what it is. Come on up. WrestleMania, let's make this show the biggest go for the pin of all time.
Stupendous.
The stupend, yeah, the stupendous. Oh man, yeah, that I remember they kept trying to get that in. All right, let me get to some of the comments because all right, so Doug asks, could AEW be trying to do something with Saraya, Soho, Storm like the NWO? Yes, I think it's a carbon copy actually. Bonji said I made the list. Yeah, I do that often. Bonji also said a three-way intercontinental Facebook match between me, Mike, and Ray. Bring it. Yeah, you guys.
Of course, that would be.
You guys are.
Of course, that would be non-title because none of you have belts. Championships,
pal. Yeah. You guys are doing a job, and I'm gonna go and face Knuckles and get my predictions championship back.
Not my.
Yeah, you're just holding it. You're a transitional champion. It's all right. It happens to the best of us. Doug said,
"You shut the hell up."
Doug said, "I hope we get Ray versus Dominic."
I don't like your tone right now.
I don't like your tone. It's crazy. Oh man. Yeah, you said it too. Knuckles is what Bonji said. I hope we get Ray versus Dominic at WrestleMania. We will. That is definitely happening. They're building it up. That's definitely happening. Yeah, you said the B word, and I know. Yeah. All right. Quickly. Let's do this really quick. SmackDown was basically a lead into Raw. Basically Roman said that if Jay's not back in the bloodline by Friday, as of right now on the East Coast, it is Friday. If Jay wasn't back in the bloodline by today, Jimmy would have some issues pretty much. Which led to Monday Night Raw. So I'm gonna basically kind of skip over SmackDown because that's pretty much what happened, unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. I think that's pretty much. Let's keep going. SmackDown was a 2 count, by the way.
Keep that there.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Raw was about pretty much 1 segment. And that's fine. It's great. All right, thank you, man. Definitely, join us every Thursday. We're here, and if we're not here on a Thursday, we will let you guys know in advance. But we are here every Thursday, so
follow
follow
the show and cut on your notifications, bro.
Definitely appreciate you. Bonji says Jay needs an Oscar. Yes, that's what everyone said. We're getting there, but we're here. Screw it, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
So Raw was obviously about the Bloodline storyline. We're here. Sammy was trying to get Kevin to be his friend again, but Kevin, being the only person with any type of like logic and continuous storyline on the show, turned it down, which makes perfect sense. Okay, makes perfect sense. No, you guys tried to beat me within an inch of my life a couple of months ago. Why would I team with you? No, no. It makes sense. So that happens, right? And then in the middle of the show, of course, we had John Cena killing Austin Theory in the microphone, talking about the piped-in crowd noise, talking about nobody cares. He said no. At first, he said no. He being John, pronouns pal, said no to the match at WrestleMania because nobody cares about Theory. We don't care, and the reason we don't care is because we don't believe you. I thought that was real. That was real.
Yeah.
And it was a nice little lesson for Theory being in the ring with the great, John Cena. Obviously Cena eventually accepted. He endorsed Cody, which I thought was cool. I'm running through the segments real quick here. That was important. Logan Paul knocked out Seth Rollins to set up the match for WrestleMania. That was cool. I didn't really mind that. They was all over Logan Paul in Boston. Logan actually got a fuck you Logan chant, which was amazing that they didn't bleep it out. That was crazy. Yeah. But anyway, that was cool. And then we got the match made for WrestleMania between Damage Control and Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch, as we thought would happen. We theorized it. We said either it's going to be a 6-woman tag, or it would be like, tag team match with Damage Control and Trish versus Bayley in a singles, but they're just doing the 6-woman. I think they're doing that because Ronda is hurt. So they don't want to do that, like promote that, and she can't wrestle. Right now, they think that she'll be cleared in time for WrestleMania, which kind of leaves me like to think, what does Shayna and Ronda do if Ronda's cleared by WrestleMania? But
they win the belts on the Raw after WrestleMania.
So they don't compete at WrestleMania at all, though?
Nope.
So you leave Ronda Rousey off for WrestleMania? I know V would like that, but you leave Ronda
Rousey. I
off
will, actually. Woo! Melodies from him.
I can't. It's melodies for me.
Oh my god, yeah. It's the harmony for me, actually. But
oh Lord.
All right, but anyway, I thought that segment was fine. Main event segment. Sami Zayn beats Jimmy Uso.
Acting.
Yes.
Okay. Jey Uso comes out towards the end of the match. I hear you guys. I hear you. I understand. I'm not going to read
Ronda
that.
Rousey. Sorry. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I guess. All right, but Jay comes out at the end of the match. This actually distracts Jimmy a little bit here, and Sammy gets the win. After the match, Jay comes in to the ring. You think he's about to leave his brother. You think it's like one of those moments where I love you, man, but you know what I got to do. Those type of things, right? Walks away from Jimmy. He goes out to Sami Zayn on the outside, who's still out here. They throw up the ones. Jay leans off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, shit, they're going to do it. They're going to do it tonight. Oh, my God. I thought they would at least, wait closer. But I'm like, they're going to do this Jay turn. And perfect timing, right? Jimmy, it's not too late. It's not too late. Throwing up the one. Wow. It's not too late. Boom. Oh, my goodness. This family shit, boy. Get your ass right, yo. Oh my
right.
God.
Family shit.
You thought I was going to choose, and he grabbed him by the beard. You thought I was going to choose you?
Yeah, you thought I was going to choose you?
The only thing that was missing from that was the N-word. I swear. You really you thought I was going to choose you?
Yeah. What, you been living on a rock or something, Nick? Oh, sorry. Wrong moment. Even Seth looked at him like, oh, man. But anyway, B's not amused. But anyway, so we had the J turn. It was so expertly executed.
Yes.
Solo comes back out there. They all attack Sami Zayn. And one of the things that I liked was Cody coming out for the save. He has a match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And so many times you see the baby faces get destroyed out there and nobody comes to help them. They're baby faces. Where's the help? Where's their friends? Where's the other baby face wrestlers to come and help them? Okay, Kevin's not going to come out there. Cody comes out there, and I like that they all had that like respect for Cody that they took a powder once Cody came out.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
technically it was still 3-on-2, but
Right.
oh, this is Cody Rhodes. Let's get out of here. You know, that
Right.
like a heel type of
That's
thing. Let's get up out of
storytelling.
here. Yeah. So, man, I have nothing negative to say about the end of Raw. I thought this was
nothing.
this Bloodline storyline, and it's gonna be a shame when it's over because we are at the end of it. But like,
Yes.
it is. This is just.
But what a 2 years though.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
a great
run.
2 years.
What a
What
run.
a
We're
run.
not done yet. We gotta,
No.
as Cody would say, finish the story. We gotta finish the story. Right. So
I do have a
Yes.
question for the panel though.
Okay, so
after-
hold that
after
question
that
for a
comment.
second. Yeah, Bonji says, and the Academy Award for Perfect Heel Turn goes to Jay Uso. And you know what? I think he's still gonna. Yeah, but the thing is, I think Jay's still gonna get cheered. I think Jay's work over
He
the
is.
last 2 years
He
has
is.
been so great that
Absolutely.
they're still gonna cheer for him. It'll be a little mixed. He'll get boos because Sammy's so over. Sammy's got to be what, number 2 or number 3 babyface in the company now at this point, after Cody and Seth,
yeah.
maybe, and Seth Rollins. You know,
Yeah,
but
I think at
yeah.
this point, at this point, as far as faces are concerned, it's Sammy,
Yeah, baby faces only.
Sammy, Seth, Cody,
and then Bianca, of course, is up there as well. But yeah.
yeah.
But
I do have a question, and I'm going to pose it to you two, as you said earlier, distinguished Jay. So Jay comes in, turns on Sam.
Yes.
I'm going to cite my sources. I watch the woke culture news every morning.
Oh, your boy Simon Miller's on there.
Simon, yes, he is.
Yeah, that's your guy.
Giving it up. Yeah. Why? It's why. But they posed a very interesting question, and
Okay.
I thought about it for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, So Jay and Jimmy are brothers, obviously,
Yeah, they're twins, pal.
and yeah, they're twins, pal. And Roman said in his promo last Friday, if Jay doesn't come back, I'm going to blame it on Jimmy.
Right. Yeah.
Could this possibly, and this is what World Culture asks, and I think it's a legitimate question, could this be where Jay really isn't declaring his allegiance to the bloodline more than he is protecting his brother?
No, I think he's definitely protecting his brother. I think that's why he did it, honestly. I think yeah.
So he's not necessarily back in the bloodline. He's just protecting his brother.
I mean, yes, but in protecting his brother, I think he's back in the bloodline. Like, I think that
you can protect your brother and still not agree with your cousin.
Of course. However, I do feel like that was him joining the bloodline. I think in his mind is protecting his brother.
I don't see
But
it.
I do hear what you're saying. Well, I mean, honestly,
I think it's a possibility that the only reason he did this is that so Roman wouldn't take it out on his brother.
100%. But I think that's exactly why he did it. 100%.
But I don't think that has anything to do with his allegiance to Roman.
It doesn't, but he's still in the bloodline in order to protect his brother. I see your point. I don't think it has anything to do with Roman. I think it's more so to protect his brother, but he's still in the bloodline. I think.
Technically.
Yeah, technically, exactly.
Gotcha.
V's like, I'm struggling.
No, my neck. I was next turn.
Oh,
get back. Yeah.
It's got to be stronger than. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
not going.
Nope. Moving on.
Nope. Not doing it.
All right. What do we give Monday Night Raw? Because there's only one thing I
Shout
can
out,
say.
shout out to Freddie Blassie.
Yes, classy Freddie Blassie.
Near
Pencil
full.
neck geeks.
Near fall. So V, let me get this straight. You gave Raw a near fall, and you gave AEW a reluctant 2 count.
Yep.
All right.
And he stands by it.
Yeah. I'm giving Raw a near fall as well.
Keep it up there.
Okay, it's there. It's there.
Ooh, did anybody catch the hidden funny? Not funny, but did anybody catch the hidden innuendo during the Elias and Rick Boog segment?
Rick Boogs.
Boogs. Anybody catch it?
No.
Who was in the background talking?
Oh, Cody talking to Kevin, so he's trying to bring those two together. I did catch that. Yeah, I caught that little nugget. I am not a nugget. All right.
I'm a black heart, damn it! A winner, a soul survivor. Woo!
Woo! Oh man.
God, I've been watching
Nice
wrestling
going.
too long.
Yeah. All right.
Shout out to Jason Sensation.
Oh yeah. That segment. All right. Hypothetically, what if Jay does another swerve at WrestleMania and causes Roman to lose?
That's my point. That's what I'm saying, Bonji. You
Could
feel
happen.
me? We
Could happen.
here.
Bonji gives Raw a 2 count, by the way. Could happen. Definitely could happen. All right. NXT. Roxy faced Miko Satomura in the main event for the NXT Women's Championship. She being Roxy, beat Miko and retained the title. However, right after the pinfall,
She hit Shawn Michaels.
She collapsed.
Yeah.
Work? Shoot? What do we think here?
Work
you
from
said?
the mind of Shawn Michaels, the same person who did it on an episode of Raw back in 1994.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. V?
Work.
It could be a work. If it's a work, they worked me because at first I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" And
If it is
then
a
I saw
work,
Mako like crying, and I was like, "Oh, wait, yeah."
I mean, she being Roxy did take a lot of abuse to her head in that match. I mean, it was bad.
If it's not a work, I retract everything I just said, and I really hope and pray to God that it is a work and that she's not seriously injured.
Same. If like V said, if it is a work, they work me. Great job, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but the match was really good too. The match was really good.
Yeah, it
Solid
really was.
NXT. We finally getting Carmelo and Braun. They made that official. About time. Roadblock was good. Grayson Waller will be facing Johnny Gargano, and I was the only one that was sitting there like, okay. Like, and they made this whole big deal about Johnny Gargano going back to NXT. He's only been gone like a year. Like a year some
True.
change. I was just like, okay, everybody's popping like crazy. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
they're popping.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they're popping like crazy because I get it. He's a huge star at NXT. He does not get that type of reaction on the main roster. But he is a huge star for NXT. I'm just sitting here like, okay, I don't really care. It's not the first time Gargano and Wallace touched. Like, that's how short of a time Gargano's been gone. They've touched before Gargano left, I think. Was it War Games? Maybe Gargano was gone already by that point, but
it wasn't even that.
Oh,
it wasn't even that. This was perfect. We tried to figure out who it would be.
Yeah.
To face Grayson Waller because we knew it wasn't gonna be Shawn.
Yeah.
Let's go back to when Gargano left.
Yeah.
Who put him out doing his farewell speech?
Wasn't it Waller?
Yes.
Yeah. So like I get it, it makes sense, but it's like, okay. You know what I mean? Like Gargano and Waller, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't that huge of a deal because Gargano hasn't been going that long.
But who else could it have been?
I don't know. I don't know.
I only got one person that it could have been.
Well, you said
But
X-Pac,
if it would
I
have,
believe.
no. I'm talking about like somebody who's current
Oh,
working for WWE. There's only one other person that it could have been, but it have messed up his. It would have messed up his main roster again. And the only person that I think it could have been was Tommaso Ciampa.
even that.
But
I'm like,
Champ,
all right, I
but
guess.
Champ is a heel on the main roster.
Yeah, when's the last time you seen Ciampa?
Yeah, because he's hurt,
Yeah, well,
and we haven't seen him in what
months. Yeah. So I don't know. I felt like that was just a letdown for me. Like I saw everybody going crazy. I like Johnny. I do, but yeah, it was kind of a letdown. That was pretty much it for NXT for the most part. Good opening match with Tony D and Dijak. Tony D'Angelo got the win. And yeah, that was about it. We good on that? All of the stuff with Kiana and Briggs and all of that stuff's going on. Kiana's still lying. All right, well, that was that. I give Roadblock a 2 counts. And people that's wondering why we didn't predict Roadblock, because it was on television. That's why we predict the pay-per-view or the PLEs. But Didn't Ciampa have hip surgery and is using stem cells? Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't either. Wow.
I give Roadblock a near fall.
You gave okay.
Oh, okay.
So you actually enjoyed Roadblock.
Shout out to Gigi Dolan.
How could I forget that? Gigi gets a win pretty quickly. That's when I knew, okay, this isn't over. So,
right.
JC got her heat after the match. So we're going to keep moving forward with that. Knuckles, you give it a near fall as well?
What? Roadblock?
Roadblock, yeah. It was a 2. Oh, it was 2 count. All right. Sorry, pal. All right. V, talk to us about China and then take us home, please, pal. We're at the 2-hour mark here.
Oh yes. So the China doc came out. Whew, man, it was well done. They went there, and of course we saw Triple H once and only once, and didn't see him again for the rest of the documentary.
As it should have been.
And this, I'm always going to say this, right? China should still be here.
Yeah.
Right? She just wanted, to be loved, to be recognized, to be appreciated for who she is. And, the only thing that she had really was taken away from her in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it just takes that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that one thing could make someone spiral.
Yeah.
It happens. And so many people failed her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Starting with that manager. But
oh my God. Oh.
It was just really sad to watch. It was really sad to watch, like especially towards the end. It really was. That's all I got. Oh, I just want to say one more thing. Triple H has a lot of nerve. WWE in general has a lot of nerve.
Yeah.
A lot of nerve. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And we're finished.
We're done.
Yep. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching or listening or watching the replay. But you can follow us at Go For The Pin Show on Twitter and Go For The Pin _show on Instagram. almost forgot. Okay.
The
you
graphics
can follow
right by
DJ Knuckles. Follow DJ Knuckles at JPS Music 15 on Twitter and DJ _Knuckles on Instagram. You can follow Mike at Mike_EQ on Instagram and DJ Mike EQ on Twitter. You can follow me, King V, at King V_the ruler on Instagram and _watch my throne on Twitter. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, type in YouTube, type in Go for the Pin. You'll see this big ass head. That is it. I'm finished. I have nothing else. That being said, good fight. Good night. We out this bitch. Alright. Bye.
Support See Thoughts music on everything, Raider Raw on everything. Doug, thanks for joining us on the comments. We will see you guys next time. For a Go for the Pin. Take it easy. Be safe. Peace.
Thank you, Barely.